And praying to anyone in Islam, it involves calling on anyone who cannot answer your call. Because somebody might say, when I call on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you call on anyone who cannot answer your call, you are worshiping him. But now, if we call on somebody who isn't here, right? They're living, right? You have groups that promote this. You can call on the sheikh, right? You have a problem, you need his help, just call on him. He's a living sheikh. The fact that you call on him, he's not present, he's not available to help you, that's worship. If he's dead, it's also worship. So whether you call on Abdul Qadir al-Jilani, who is popular in the Indian subcontinent and elsewhere, we're given the title Ghawsi Azam, right? Al-Ghawth al-A'zam, meaning the greatest source of help, right? Whether you do that, and he's dead, or you call on Sheikh Nazim, you know, because you are from the Naqshbandi order and Sheikh Nazim is the man. So you call on him when you're in need. He's a living person, but he's not here. This is worship. And when you call on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, again, you have a line of argument that people try to raise. But among the subtle ways that he does is, he says, everybody has to follow a madhab. And you must get your knowledge from a sheikh, who got it from a sheikh, who got it from a sheikh, who got it from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is his insistence, that you must have a silsila, a chain of sheikhs which go right back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What you look is, historically, those who made this claim are the same Sufis. For their secret knowledge that they have, we ask them, where did the secret knowledge come from? They say, well, you know, when Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in the cave during the Hijrah, he hid in the cave from the Quraysh who were hunting him, and he was alone with Abu Bakr. There he revealed to Abu Bakr certain secret knowledge. And Abu Bakr told this one, who told that one, who told the other one, who told the other one, who told the other one, who told my sheikh. Right? The secret knowledge. You want to learn the secret knowledge, then you have to make bay'ah, you make your oath of for amulets and charms. Or they use the Quran, where they produce a Quran which is 1 inch by 1 inch, you know, not intended for reading, because you must have a microscope to be able to read what is written on the pages. So they didn't intend reading, but so that it will be put in a locket, worn around your neck, hung in your car, you know, or whatever, in order to bring barakah, to protect you from evil. This is also in the category of amulets and charms. And the Prophet ﷺ said that whoever wears an amulet has committed shirk. So when we come back to Tawheed al-Ibadah, worshipping Allah by maintaining His unity in that worship, we do so in the way that the companions of the Prophet ﷺ did. We do not invent or introduce new ways of worship. As some people, for example, they want to celebrate the birthday of the Prophet ﷺ. So they say, well, you know, this is something good. They may even bring a verse from the Quran. They would say, Allah said in the Quran, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. They bring this verse out. And you say, well, where does it say celebrate the Prophet ﷺ's birthday there? It's there, it's there. This is what it means. It's their interpretation. Right? Their interpretation. The point is that the companions of the Prophet ﷺ didn't understand that verse that way. And that's why they never celebrated his birthday. And he himself didn't understand that verse that way, and he didn't celebrate his birthday. And the early generations didn't celebrate his birthday. It wasn't until some 400 years after the time of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that his birthday began to be celebrated in Egypt in the Fatimid Shiite rule. In the Fatimid Shiite dynasty in Egypt, the celebration of the Prophet ﷺ's birthday began. So we say this is not legitimate. Some people would say, well, okay, leave that aside. Just the idea of celebrating his birthday, what are we doing in the celebration? We're only remembering Rasulullah ﷺ, we're asking Allah to bless him, these are all good things. We remember his seerah, his life, and all this. These are all good things. You say this is not good in Islam? Yes, these things are good things. But to combine them on that day, every year, you have now created something new in the religion. This is bid'ah. After prayers, raising your hand in dua. After every prayer, people raise their hands in dua. People say, well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that Allah does not like, or he is shy, that anyone would raise their hands in dua and that they would put their hands down without fulfilling their wish, their desire. Isn't that implied that we should raise our hands in dua? Prophet Muhammad ﷺ raised his hands in the dua of istisqa, the prayer that he is the only one who deserves to be worshipped, without any intermediaries between himself and his creatures. So we don't need intermediaries between ourselves and God. To add intermediaries, to use intermediaries, whether we call them saints, and we have Muslims who believe in saints, as Catholics do, or we call them imams, and there are Muslims who believe that there are individuals, 12 in number, who have the attributes of Allah. And they are intermediaries to whom you may pray, call on, seek guidance. They will do things for you in this life because you call on them. Any of such beliefs are false.